What's going on, everybody? Today we are going to be making a few snack bowls. I'm going to be trying out a few different things that I've never done before, and all of this is for a stranger that I met playing video games. I know, it's actually a pretty good story, so let's go talk about it.
Do you guys play video games? Do you play them online? Do you make friends while you play online? Or do you already have friends that play online with you? Have you made friends playing video games online? Have you met those friends that you've made playing video games online? I play a decent amount of video games. I play it as a way to wind down my day or just to relieve some stress. It's a really great way for me to escape the world, I guess. But it's also a really good way for me to socialize with friends that I've made online. And I know it's kind of funny that I get on video games to socialize, because I'm sure a lot of people think that video games are for antisocial people. But video games have come a long way, and you actually can get on and socialize with people and meet people you've never met and continue to build friendships with people that you met playing video games. And I can honestly say that some of the friends that I've made playing video games have become some of my best friends. I hang out with them online almost every night, and we tell each other things about our personal lives, and we help each other with what we're going through, and it really is an amazing friendship that I've been able to build with these people online. I haven't met all of them in person, but I have met a couple, and it's a little scary, I guess, but in today's day and age, that's just something that I think you have to get used to, is meeting people and becoming friends with people online and never meeting them in person. I can tell you I have hundreds of friends online, whether it be Instagram or YouTube or TikTok or video games, that I've never met, but I still consider them very good close friends. And building that relationship and making close friends, of course they want to support me and they love the things that I make. So I have in turn made a lot of bowls and things like that for people I have met online. One of my really good friends asked me to make him a new snack bowl for his daughter. And of course I said, yes, not a problem, I would love to. I have some crazy ideas and I'm gonna test them out on you. This is one of the crazy ideas that I had. I had seen someone do this with their segmented bowls, where they made the segmented rings and then they cut them in half, and basically they doubled the amount of rings and the amount of segments in the bowl. And I love that idea. I thought it looked so cool, and naturally, of course, I wanted to try it with one of my chaos style bowls. Now, I'm pretty new when it comes to the bandsaw, and as you can see, a lot of my cuts didn't really work out. But I knew I still had to try and make it work anyways. Cutting the rings like this made the whole bowl process take a lot longer, because I essentially had to do the sanding process twice. But the way that I figured it out was that I glued the rings to this board and then sent it through the drum sander. And since each ring was a different thickness, I would just pull the ring off as it got flat, which then left me with a bunch of different rings that were all different thicknesses, if that makes sense. In the end, it was really cool because I came out with all these different rings with different colored patterns and different thicknesses, which then just added to the chaos style of the bowl. But truth be told, I had already made a snack bowl for this friend, and long story short, it got ruined and he asked me to make him another one. I didn't want to just make one bowl because I feel like that's a waste of time now, unless it's a big bowl. And so with a snack bowl, I tend to make 5 or 6 or however many I guess I can get out of all of the segments that I cut. And I know that a lot of people are going to be asking, so my main game that I play is Call of Duty. I don't really play any other sort of games just because I don't want to dedicate the time to learning new games. Like I said before, video games to me is just a way to de-stress, and just Call of Duty is quick and easy, and I don't have to think about objectives or missions or anything like that. So there you go. I wanted to try a new way of turning with these bowls, and that way is with a chuck. If you've seen any of my previous videos, then you know that I usually use hot glue and a sacrificial block to turn my bowls. And not only does that take a lot of time, it's very tedious, and you have to get things pretty exact when you're gluing your waste block on and stuff. Anyways, it's just a whole nother process, and I wanted to see if this chuck system was quicker and easier. And if anybody has used a chuck to turn, then they already know that the answer to that is yes, it is quicker, and yes, it is easier. And so starting out, I used one bowl to be the experiment, and I turned a foot, and then I was able to switch the coal jaws over to just the regular chuck jaws, flip the bowl around, and continue turning. Which this process in itself is pretty tedious, and it does take a decent amount of time, but I just wanted to use the first bowl to see how the process works, and then I could switch everything into production mode. One of the things that's going to help you with your production is good tools. Having good tools is a serious necessity when it comes to wood turning. And some of the best tools that I found are coming from the sponsor of this video, Simple Wood Turning Tools. Once I got into wood turning, I quickly found this company and fell in love with their tools right after I ordered their first one. Simple Wood Turning Tools is a family-owned and operated company based out of Ramsey, Minnesota. One of the most popular things that they make is their full-size tools. They're matched from 1/2 inch stainless steel, and the tool is 12 inches long. With the handle, it's a full 26 inches long. The tools have a nice heavy feel with a solid aluminum handle, which keeps it steady on the tool rest. My favorite thing is the foam on the handle. It makes it so comfortable and gives you such a great grip. All of the carbide tips are rotatable and replaceable, so you can always have that sharp edge that you need. For more information on these tools, head down and check out the link below to see why I always use them in my shop, and why I think you should always use them in your shop. I just wanted to say that I am extremely grateful for the world that we live in, which makes things like this possible. We are able to communicate and befriend people from all over the world. People we might not even meet ever in our lifetime, and yet we can make friends with them and they can become some of the closest people to us. The world is a crazy place right now, so jump on whatever social media app you prefer, make some friends, never meet them, and just enjoy it.
And just like that, we're done. These things came out awesome. If you guys have been following me for any amount of time, you know that I love chaos style segmenting. And having the thinner layers along with the thicker layers, and all of them are just different, along with all the different colors, it just adds and adds and adds, and it just looks so cool. The different size layers was definitely a happy accident, and I'm really glad that I continued on and just tried to make it work. I'm sure my buddy and his daughter are really gonna enjoy this little snack bowl that I've made for them. One thing that I would change about it is to add probably one more layer, maybe two, just to really give it some good depth. I had a ton of fun making this little bowl, and I hope that you guys also enjoyed watching it. If you could do me a favor and like the video and subscribe to the channel, that would be awesome. Also, be good, be safe, be happy, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace!